Hey guys, what's up? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Source Art Online Alicization War of Underworld, which is on episode 16, or you could just call it episode 4 of War of Underworld Part 2 of SAO or Source Art Online Alicization. Anyways, this episode right here, looks like to me things are looking very bad, especially that ending, especially from the beginning to middle and all that all together, especially what's going on in the Underworld. So I'm going to try to do the best I can to try to summarize it bit by bit, part by part, etc. Let's start with the guy who pointed the gun at Higa-kun, you know? The guy with the guy with the glasses and, blondie hair or something. Looks like to me we get to know that this guy, Yanai-san, is actually a former associate to Sugo of SAO. Now, I don't remember who that guy was, but all I know is I could tell you the truth. He is from the freaking Alfheim arc in season 1 of Sword Art Online, and I'm pretty sure I was kind of somewhat shocked to even think that he was mentioned in the series. And we get to know that he's the one that ratted him out and then saved himself, you know. Not to mention he's actually having some kind of dream of his own to get a job overseas if he does this, and he's actually been leaking information to the Americans about the Alicization project or Alice project, you know. Not to mention, he apparently has a grudge against Kirito because he's the guy that killed the administrator Pontifex. And I'm pretty sure you guys might be, and if to give you a reminder, it's that freaking antagonist from the season of part 1 of Alicization, you know, Sword Art Online, that administrator antagonist whatsoever. He ends up saying that he somehow got corrupted by her, and she promised to make him a number one servant if he helps her out. But all that was ruined because of Kirito killing her, and he has a stupid grudge against Kirito and wants him dead, you know. Later on, he will actually end up accidentally shooting Higa-kun, but not before Higa-kun managed to make a freaking a message to the other guy. I don't remember his name, etc. And Rinko-san, I think that's the one. I don't remember her, but I don't remember her name because she's not having lost spotlight, or her name's not really mentioned, or she doesn't really have much importance in the role except a supporting role, which I don't really see any much importance in, honestly. Forgive me on that. She pretty much realized something went wrong, etc., and realizes, and the other guy, I forgot his name. All I know is he's the one that's trying to save Kirito, you know. We get to know that a second Alice might have been created or something, and it's on its way to the Americans, which seems to be very bad news, or maybe they mentioned Alice that's flying to the Americans. I don't know. All I can really tell you is a lot of things are going on in Wrath right now that it's kind of gotten complicated. Higa-kun is being hostage by Yanai-san, who was a former associate to Sugo-san from Alfheim in season 1 of SAO. And he did all this, selling information so he could get a good job at the overseas, and he wants Kirito dead, and he ends up maybe having Higa-kun for more appropriates, and he's about to kill someone. I'm thinking in my mind, oh my lord, man, what the hell? I don't really know how this is gonna turn. I really don't know how this is gonna turn out for Higa-kun and everything else, since Yanai-san's gone stupid local pervert mode whatsoever, etc. Now, everything that's happening in Wrath right now, we have to the Ichiman, a robot's being a distraction, smoke grenades and all that. They're trying to do whatever they can. And, you know, the girl with the freckles, and then with that other guy who realizes about the second Alice been created, they end up getting a code from Higa-kun about 871 and realizes that something's wrong, you know? And, yeah. Back to the Underworld, you know, we have to it that Shinon almost got... Well, I don't want to say it in it. I say it in a way that she got handled by Subtilizer Gabriel, that guy whatsoever. People are mentioning his name in the discussion, so I'm starting to remember the freaking crazy sucker. He almost did something to Shinon that might have been appropriate, that's inappropriate, but eventually, you know, she got saved by Kirito's, I don't know, what's it thing? This necklace thing saves Shinon, and later on she ends up summoning Hecate from her arrow, and then shoots Gabriel or Subtilizer, and Subtilizer summons his weapon, and they both get ready for a duel that they get ready for a certain duel, you know, another duel. As for the Underworld War, we have to it that things are very looking bleak. I mean, the numbers are overwhelming all of our characters right now, and for the time being, like one of our supporting characters that's helping Asuna out was trying to speak out after giving some time, and one or two of the players felt suspicious about this, but unfortunately, the guy Poe, whatever that guy's name, all I know is he's from POH whatsoever. He ends up making a speech and says otherwise, and no one listens, and we have to it. Everybody's being overwhelmed. It's very, very bad, and it's really looking very, very bleak for everyone else altogether, you know? And we had to that Asuna and the others are already at their limits right now. Asuna seems to lose her will to fight after seeing so many Underworld civilians or citizens being killed right now, you know? Not to mention Klein, Abigail, and then Lisbeth, and then the others are already injured and they're about to get themselves killed. Asuna is very close to getting herself killed, but not before the guy who's been making the lies and everything else says stop. And of course Asuna gets punched aside by the player and they are forced to surrender. However, one of them says otherwise, that they don't want to surrender, but Asuna says, no, just trust me on this, okay? You gotta live. And we get to know that the guy is from like Laughing Coffin whatsoever. This guy is actually the one that reveals everything to Asuna about like the assault team that took on the Laughing Coffin. He's the one that actually leaked out the information to them about where they were at. Not to mention, he's the one that was trying to make them look like they are murderers and not heroes, you know? And not to make things worse. And this is all he's this entire talk that he's having with Asuna, or Lightning Flash Asuna, is actually mentioning back in season 1 when, you know, like it was mentioned before in season 2 in Gun Gale Online, or season 2 of Sword Art Online, is that that there was an assault team that took down the Laughing Coffin for causing a lot of trouble, you know, etc. And this guy Poe whatsoever, he apparently snitched them out and trying to make them look like they're murderers and not heroes, you know, etc. Which I go like, oh man, this is really bad news whatsoever. And Asuna's like, do you have any idea what the hell Kirito had to suffer because of what you did? And he goes like, oh, is that so? Well, where is he? I want to talk to him. And of course, he is, of course, like one of Kirito's associates will later on force to take him out, and he goes like, oh, so this is him right here, huh? And Asuna tells him to stop, please leave him alone whatsoever, you know. But unfortunately, the guy says, well, it is showtime now. And of course, like we have to it that there's actually a post-credit scene after the credit song rolled, you know. And we have to it that the post-credit scene shows a unknown like possible tube or container and ends up glowing some light in it somehow, and the episode ends off there. And then preview next episode title is called The Prince of Hell. So pretty much, you know, without a lot of details, etc. Yanai-san, he was a former associate to Sugo-san. He's a pervert, stupid motherfucker, and he likes the human experiments that he did with Sugo-san. And right now, he's doing all this and that, betraying Raft and all that, so he could grab a good job over the American seas or overseas. And he wants Kirito dead because Kirito killed his like perverted like object, which is the Pontifex Administrator, which is like Quintella or Quinella, whatever you want to call her, whatever the fuck her name is. And you know, what's happening in the Underworld right now is very bleak, you know. Everybody is already at their limits, and you know, everything's gone to hell. And right now, like the girl in the freckles who's with like the other guy, I now looking up his name right now, and he's the one that made the STL whatsoever, etc. He pretty much like realizes something is wrong with Higa-kun and realizing there's another Alice being created, blah blah blah, and things are not looking good. Things are not looking good. Sorry for being repetitive in my words. That's very boring and bland. And like I said, the Underworld, they are looking bad. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention one scene. Lifa, Suguha whatsoever. She apparently comes in to save like the Pugliese leader tribe and that Integrity Knight right in time with the help of like the other guy, the pig guy whatsoever. Sorry for being a little like jerky right there, but anyways, like I said, in the Underworld, it's looking bad. Lifa, which I'll call her because it's easier that way, she came in to actually like help out the Pugliese leader tribe and the Integrity Knight just in time. But as for the others, they're not looking so good, and they had no choice but to surrender because the numbers are already overwhelming, and then Asuna lost her will to fight already, which is really pathetic. But I don't know, maybe I'm just gone local thinking that way. But yeah, like I said, everything is just looking very bad and bleak overall, you know? I mean, Yanai is a freaking snake or a rat who does nothing for himself and cares nothing for us and wants Kirito dead. And, you know, the Underworld, everything is just very bad, and especially at Raft, like I said, and Higa-kun is in trouble. Yeah. Don't know what's about to happen next, but the title of next episode looks like to me it's not looking so great. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alfredo. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!